today's video is going to be about the Melbourne Frocktails event that was held just this weekend, just been. Thanks so much for watching. I am going to be talking about Melbourne Frocktails today. I went to my first ever Melbourne Frocktails event in the city. If you don't know what Melbourne Frocktails is, everyone who sews, you can just buy a ticket. They're normally announced when the tickets are going to be on sale quite early in the year, so you do need to get in and get your ticket. I did miss out last year, but this year I made sure I got my ticket straight away. Sorry, I actually don't explain this very well at all. Frocktails is actually an event that was first started in 2013, put together by Shelley and Lisa, who are the organisers, and people who make their own clothing can get together and wear their beautiful makes and talk about their favourite subject, sewing. It's fabulous because sewing is such a solitary hobby, and it's just really nice to meet other people who make their own clothes, and I've got to say it was a lovely night. So I did go to Melbourne Frocktails for the first time, and apparently this year was going to be bigger than ever. I think normally they have 200 spots. This year it was 400, so it was quite big. There were a lot of people there, and yeah, it was quite amazing. I have to say, I've never been to anything like that before. I love the idea of being able to wear your nicest clothes and get dressed up and go out and spend time with people who actually understand sewing. And even if you didn't really know anyone there, just the clothes were entertaining enough. Just seeing what everyone was wearing, the fabrics they're wearing, the amazing talent that is out there is absolutely amazing. I was absolutely blown away. So I went in with my lovely friend. Her son goes to the same school as my kids, and she is part of the Gertie group. I'll put a picture in of a Gertie book so you know what this is all about. I'm still quite trying to understand it myself, but I do know they make clothing that's from a different period of time, and they get to wear it out. And this is not the sort of thing that I like to make clothes that I wear day to day, just normal everyday clothes, whereas this is quite different for me. And I just find it absolutely fascinating. The things these ladies make are absolutely amazing. I think they take a lot of talent, and yeah, I'm just blown away by what these ladies do, and I'm so happy to be able to hang out with them and get to know them. And yeah, I kind of feel a bit special that I've been able to do that. So yeah, so I went in with them, and it was just really nice to go in with a group of ladies and that I had met before. I've only ever met them once before, so yeah, felt quite honoured to be with them. And yeah, we went in, we got some pre-drinks, and before I even went in, I met Kristen at the same bar. I was at Dive Bar. I met Kristen and Phoebe. They were all having drinks, and we were moving along, so I briefly saw them, and it was just fantastic to meet her. No screens. It was very strange, and just very it's the way you feel you know someone even though you've never met them. It's a very strange feeling, and to feel like she knew who I was as well, that was also a very strange feeling as well, but it was wonderful. It was really, really nice. So we went in. I've got mosquitoes out here trying to bite me. So we went in, and there was the line out the door was quite long, and I found it really fascinating that in that line there were so many familiar faces. I did not expect to know so many people. A lot of the people I did know were people who I follow on Instagram. A lot of the girls from Queensland and other states also came down, Canberra. First lady I met, I have to put her Instagram handle on the front. Her name was Jenny. Hopefully I got that right. She follows me, and hello Jenny, if you're watching today, I'm sure you will be. It was so lovely to hang out with you. Make sure you go check out her Instagram, because she makes some amazing clothes. Yeah, she was so lovely to hang out with and just get to know a bit better. I also met a few other of my followers, and my other followers as well. And then when we went inside, we got through this really long line. The first thing was to go get a free drink. So you get a free drink as you go in, so I went and got my drink, and then I totally lost my group. I I didn't know where anyone was, and so I had one of my friends was with me, and we went down looking for them, and next thing you know we find Sarah from Sarah So that was so exciting to meet her. I watch her all the time on YouTube. I'll make sure I link all these channels on down in the description box below in case you're interested in following them and finding out who they are, because I love what Sarah makes. She makes the most beautiful I feel like her clothes are more intentional than what I make. I just really admire her for that reason, and she does amazing knitting as well. And yeah, I just love her channel, and I wish I had had more time with you, Sarah. When I had just gotten in, we still didn't have my bearings yet. I was still trying to find out the area. I'd lost my friends. Yeah, I just didn't know how big the place was yet. I was still figuring things out, and yeah, then I met another one of my followers, and I was just like, oh, I would have had more time to chat once I figured out what was going on. But yeah, so I met these lovely people, and then yeah, went around, met some other people, and the clothes everyone wore was amazing. It was such a nice night. I caught up with Deb from DB Designs and Sewing Australia. I don't know if you follow Birdie So Obsessed on Instagram. I got to meet her. She's an absolute legend of sewing. She's amazing. So Leica as well. I've followed her for a long time on Instagram. I may have said your handle wrong. I'm sorry. So I'll list them all below because I probably will have said them wrong. They're on Instagram. So many more people I wish I had said hello to. Some of you I didn't know whether I should come up and talk to you. I met Amy from Amy of Melbourne as well. Can't remember your name right now. Ford Wardrobe. I'm sorry, your name slips me at the moment. I keep thinking Amy as well. I'm not sure if it actually is. Annie. Sorry, Annie. That's why, because of the A. So I met Annie from Ford Wardrobe. So yes, so many people that I met, and it was just so weird to just feel so comfortable to walk up and talk to people. And yeah, it was just the most amazing night ever. If you ever want to go, I do recommend going and getting to meet these people. I met Julie, who always comments on my video. Hello, Julie. It was so lovely to chat to you. I wish I had more time to chat with you all and get to know you a bit better. It was very loud, I have to say. Towards the end, especially when they gave out prizes. They give out like door prizes during the night. It was so loud. I really was at that stage. I couldn't hear people. I was absolutely deaf at that stage. But it was the most amazing night. So if you ever want to go, I do recommend trying to get your hands on a ticket and going. So what did I end up wearing? And I'm actually currently wearing it. So I'll make sure I got photos in of all these things. So I've probably put them in already. So I am actually wearing my dress. And this is the Hannah dress from By Hand London. And I have modified it quite a bit. I sort of thought, after trying on dresses for the other event I had earlier this year, I talked about it in another video, a wrap dress was probably my best option. I felt the most comfortable in it, and yeah, I just like how it looked on me. And I also knew that I wanted sleeves. So the Hannah dress, it's a shorter dress, and it has more of these are flutter style sleeves. It has more of just a casual style sleeve. I'm not sure what you call it, just your basic general sort of sleeve. And it's a sort of, on me, I believe it comes to at or above my knee, and it has a gathered skirt at the waist. So I wanted my dress to be more of an evening style dress. Frocktails, I think it's like the Dressmakers ball. That's sort of what I was going with. So I wanted it to be more like a ball dress. So not necessarily to that extent, but at least something that looked a little bit dressier. So I decided I wanted to put on a flutter sleeve. And this is mainly because I didn't want to have a mess around with fitting the sleeve. Putting a flutter sleeve on would be so much easier. I wouldn't have to worry about altering the sleeve at all. I could just put it straight on and not worry about it. So I stole the sleeve pattern from the Protea dress, a Protea top from Megan Nelson Patterns. So that was a perfect fit on me. I just gathered the top, just you can see there's little gathers in there to just make it fit into the sleeve. So I didn't mind that at all. And what else did I do? I added press stud at the front. This is normally, the neckline of the Hannah is normally finished off with bias binding. I decided, because my fabric this is a Spotlight rayon, and it's actually a little bit lightweight, and I wanted something more structured. The bodice on this, it actually fit me really well. I didn't have to make any adjustments to it at all. It has two darts, a dart at the body and one at the bust. So they fit me. I probably could move the dart down a bit. It's probably a little bit high, but it fit me beautifully. So I was really impressed with that, because that doesn't happen very often. So yeah, it's normally finished with bias tape, and I decided the whole time I was making it, I thought I needed to add more structure to this dress. So what I decided to do was to line it. So that was a challenge, because I really was not sure how I was going to do this. So I end up cutting out two of the same piece, and I think I joined them at the neckline, and then put the sleeve on first, then make sure I folded this in. I sort of did the burrito method with the sleeves, so that the armhole would be finished nicely. And then I really wanted this side to be neat, but I couldn't figure out a way to make that work. So I ended up just sewing the side shut. So that just meant that I had this nice flat seam here at the front, rather than using bias binding. So I did that. What else did I do? I lengthened the skirt by about 10 centimeters. Might have been 10 inches actually, 10 inches. It was quite a bit. This took up about 4 meters of fabric. I also added side splits, so that I didn't know how hot or cold it was going to be, and I just wanted it to look a little bit more glamorous. I don't know if that's the right word. So I added side splits. I also made the ties. I made one set thicker and the other one thinner, so you could tell where they went. I also thought being thicker, it sort of added, it's a little bit more dressy, and I decided when trying it on that when I tied it up, the bodice was slipping and it wasn't actually fitting me as tightly. So what I did is I put in a button, and then I put a little bit of elastic, and I was just really lucky that the way it folds over, it actually covers a button, so you actually can't see it. So that was just a lucky coincidence. There was not a lot of skill involved with that, but I did want it to be not seen. So yeah, so that is all the modifications I made to the Hannah. I'll make sure I have pictures up. So yeah, that is what I wore to Melbourne Frocktails. I did originally make the Alana's dress by Atelier Jou. I decided it was all going really, really well. I did like it right up until the moment that I put the skirt on, and I hadn't realized that the skirt was actually there wasn't a lot of volume to it, and it was like, it wasn't straight, but it was straight enough. It was like too straight. It just didn't feel glamorous, and I just, for that event and the look I was going for, it just did not look good on me. I did the beautiful tucks on the waist, and I'm going to show this all off. I haven't finished it yet, so we're going to finish off the neckline and the sleeves. I'm trying to make it so that I can still wear it maybe to another event. So I still have to finish it off, and then I'll show that one off to you. I'm hoping to have a finished makes video coming up this month. So yes, so that is Melbourne Frocktails. It was a fabulous event. I do recommend going, and I gotta say, I'm so happy it's all done. It was a lot of work. I can now get back to my normal everyday sewing. I am really looking forward to just making some everyday clothing, make my denim skirt, make the shirt I've been talking about for months. I have actually started making the Smitten jacket by Pattern Emporium. I was going to make it to wear with this, but I ran out of time, so I didn't push myself to get that done. So yeah, I decided to continue with that because I really liked how it was looking with all the panels. It just looked really fancy, so I'm really excited to get that one made. I'll have that done by the end of this week. So yeah, that was my Frocktails. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed hearing all about my Frocktails, how it went for me this year. It was just amazing to meet everybody and have people know who I am. That was just the strangest feeling. It was just absolutely lovely though. I actually really enjoyed it. There's a few people I didn't see that I didn't go up to. I really wish I had have. So if you do see me and you realize who I am, please do come say hello to me, because I really would like to meet people. I'm usually not too, once I feel comfortable, I'm not scared to go up and talk to people, but when I'm still getting used to the room and where things are, I'm really quite shy. So please don't be too shy to come up and talk to me, because I just absolutely love to talk to people who know about sewing and actually want to watch me. So yes, so thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my Frocktails night, and next week I'm hoping to talk a bit about what I'm wanting to go forward with now that this is all over and done. So yeah, so thanks so much for watching today. If you did enjoy this, please don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thank you.